Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken short. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
By 52. Woo-hoo. No. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 99. Check 99. Regular. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's another Dolphins.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
180! Check. Cut!
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
390, 190. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
White, 89.
Throwing, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Load it. Load it. 52, 152. Squish, double up. 180. 52.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Christian Wilkins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Go!
At their own 17-yard line.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last
52,
run.
56, 52 and 56.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Over the middle here to Brown. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta! Switch it. Come on, switch it. 22 jet bomber. Behind!
To throw is Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared. Keep it skinny.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, woman. Red. Check 52's the money. 0. 52's the money.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Q. Keep it skinny. 52. Check that.
On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Check 3. Out. 49. Check 49. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, Clement. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vince Beagle. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
first down. Rivers. And his pass incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing again. Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. The trot, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Green 90, light brown 80, red, red.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rivers going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sean. 44, Mike, 44.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown. 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Load it. Load it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Behind.
Rivers on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Rivers pass on target to Hunter Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Clement. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Watch tight end's right. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Leo.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Easton Stick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rivers now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rivers under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes. Nate Orchard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Here I come again. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Okay, go orange.
Now Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Load it. Load it. Mike 52, Mike 52. Okay, just like. Hey, Delta. 52 is the Mike. Mike 52, Mike 52. Get that quarterback.
3rd and long for Rivers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Lock the team. Hold this.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And an alley to run. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for two.
Go, go, go. SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 9-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 91 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick now. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Let's get it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bandit. Watch the eye.
Hey, go orange.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
12. Left. Wait, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Allen's got it, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Hey, Delta.
Again, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run with Clement. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Corey Clement. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
I got one. Rush in. Rush in.
Now it's a Giant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Kill, turn up.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
58 right there. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Save, save, save.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a fake on the get here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 5 now. Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Wait. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shut! 58, come on! You gonna get this boy? What?
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.